No. Okay, so first thing I need, guys, if somebody can go, or I can try and do it, go on YouTube to see that this is actually broadcasting.
It's not. Oh.
It's not?
Not yet. Are you on the school's Wi-Fi message? No. Good. I can't use service because
That's okay. I will.
One viewer is waiting for you.
What?
Oh wait, she got.
I have one viewer.
Yeah, but that's me. Like, nobody in here should be watching.
Can I be in it?
No, it just wants to be there.
I'm on. It says I'm on.
No, it's on right now.
It's on. Hey, now. Shh. Guys. Now what I have to see is.
Noah, you have one more. Why are you doing it?
Shh. Guys.
What? Is there service in here? There are two bars.
You all need to be quiet. They're testing on that side of us. See, okay, so I need to go to, because you guys can't see my desktop. So I want you to be able to see my desktop. Screen share. Once, hold on, once we know it's all set up, you're gonna. I understand that. Hey guys, if you're on, turn it off now. If you're on a phone on the live stream, you have to turn it off because the feedback's going to kill us. We're going to turn off the light here. Hopefully they're watching us at home.
Everyone's watching.
Nobody can say that their child had wasted time today.
I mean, some people just don't.
What?
Yeah, a bunch of people were listening.
Well, 17 are watching right now.
Ooh.
Good job.
She should get paid.
Okay,
I just
so, okay, let's start, guys. If you, oh, I should have said it. If you need a calculator, you can use calculator on your phone or quickly go across my classroom and get a calculator. Try not to make noise because people are testing. Okay, so the reason we're in here and we're gonna be soft is, yes, Ms. Novak is testing right on the other side of the door there, so it's difficult because of the door. Ms. Gilmartin is testing here. So basically, this is the volume at which I'm going to talk. Okay, Haley, Val, Jacob, if you don't want to be in here, and I'm not upset. Okay, okay, I just let you know, I can send you to a different classroom. If anybody doesn't want to be in here, yes, that's fine. I can take more students. If people don't want to be in here, I know Ms. Benaquisto is watching a movie, or I can send you to Ms. Hill also. It's not hurting my feelings. Okay, you guys can go to Ms. Benaquisto.
Wait, but I'm leaving early, so do I tell them that I'm leaving?
Have your mom, when she gets here, tell them that you're in Benaquisto. All of this is being recorded. This will be on, yeah.
Like you can watch.
Yes. Wait,
I like do it.
okay. Guys, if you are in here, Tyler, if you are in here, I expect that you are watching the review because you want to do this. If not, I can send you to, we're going over to, that's why we're here. Where are you going? Okay, that's
What are
fine.
you doing?
They're watching a movie. Okay, so we're gonna get started here. I'm not answering it anymore.
Everyone left the live stream. Everyone left. Everyone left the live stream.
Okay, so if you're watching this in another classroom, like Ms. Hills or Ms. Benequistos or Ms. Greens or Ms. Mox, and you would rather come here and watch this live, you can do so. There is a 20-second delay, which means in about 5 minutes, we might have kids showing up here, right? But we still have 17 viewers. See, there you go. Have a seat. You're here to review, correct? We're going through the review. That's fine. We're kind of flip-flopping some kids. And this is all being recorded on YouTube. So right now, like their parents at home can see how unorganized we are. They can be watching this live because I'm watching it on my phone.
Yeah, that's why I can't.
No, that's fine.
And we heard you from the, on the video.
Oh, so I have to be quiet. So, we are, guys, Ms. Gilmartin is testing next week. Okay? I am doing this.
Teachers, at this time, please begin 8th grade testing. Please begin the afternoon session, 8th grade testing.
I am doing this way so that you don't have a complete waste of time. Some of you I only see in class on Wednesday. We have a test on Thursday. There are no retakes, and I have to make a video anyway. So this will be the video. The good news, bad news is I will not be editing out any bloopers we have because this is recording on YouTube also. So once we're done with the live stream, it uploads and we're done. So question number 1. Okay. Who wants to read? I'm going to save my voice a little bit. Who wants to read question number 1? Right here in the front.
How long is a string reaching from the top of a 13-foot pole to a point on the ground that is 7 feet from the base of the pole? Give your answer in simplest radical form.
So what they are saying is the pole is 13 feet. Okay? And the base of the pole out to where this string is 7 feet. So you have a string going from the top of the pole to this point. You're actually finding the hypotenuse in a right triangle. That's what ends up happening here. So 13 squared plus 7, wait a second, 7. I'm going to write it over here because my slate is giving me problems. The hypotenuse squared, which is c squared. So do you understand there that I'm using Pythagorean theorem?
You don't want us using that.
Okay, I don't want you using Pythagorean theorem when you've used trig ratios.
Oh, so when we've already used it?
If you're using trig ratios, let's say, to find a missing side length, I don't want you to then go and find the third side using Pythagorean theorem,
So
okay?
we just have to stay consistent.
Right, exactly, okay? So, good question though. What is 13 squared?
169.
So 169 plus 49 is c squared. What is 169 plus 49?
218.
What?
218.
Okay. Now, in this case, I'm going to tell you that 218 actually, square root of 218 is actually the simplest radical form because you can't actually break 18 into anything else, into factors. So for instance, what's 218 divided by 4?
A decimal.
Okay, so 218 divided by 4 is a decimal, so that doesn't help you. There's a chair here. If you want one more chair, go just across from my class. Oh, there's an extra chair here. Okay. If you want to move it over, though, because you two want to sit next to each other, hold on a second. I'll take it, Musa. Oh, is there another chair? Oh, I thought there was another chair over here. There's a space but no chair. We have another chair. Yeah, will you get one from my classroom? Moosa's gonna go get one from the classroom. I'm not, whatever. Fire me over it. At this point, I'll take my chance. I'm already at part-time. So, guys, what I want you to get is 218. So for instance, what's 218 divided by 2?
109. Oh, yeah.
And I believe 109 is prime, correct?
Yeah.
So,
Sure.
point being, this simplest form of square root of 218 is actually radical 218. It cannot be broken down. It does not have any factors that are perfect squares. It says give your answer in simplest radical form. The simplest radical form is radical 218. Okay. Can't you what? What?
Can you actually put like what radical 218 is?
Well, it would be a decimal, and it says give your answer in simplest radical form.
Oh, okay.
Okay? So for number 2, who wants to read to me problem number 2?
The city commission wants to construct a new street that connects Main Street and North Boulevard as shown in the diagram below. The construction cost has been estimated at $110 per linear foot. Find the estimated cost for constructing the street. 1 mile equals 5,280 feet. Give your answer to the nearest whole number.
So this is a word problem. Actually, the math is not that difficult. It's figuring out what they actually want. So right away, looking at it, I could probably figure out that I got a right triangle right there, correct? So I want the cost of building this road. They're basically going to build a cut-through road. So rather than having to go down north and turn on Main, you can cut here, right? So the first thing I have to find the distance of the road. And they're doing the distance in miles. So 3 squared plus 5 squared equals c squared. 9 plus 25. So 9 plus 25 is what?
34.
And what is the square root of 34?
5.8.
5.8 what?
330.
309?
No, it runs up. It's
5 point, give me a few more decimal points.
5.830955.895.
That's fine,
That's a Q.
okay? The more exact I do this, the closer my answer is going to be. So think about what you have in the calculator there. You have 5.830951, blah, 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 blah. That's in miles. It's 110 per linear feet. How am I going to turn this into miles, into feet?
You said the proportion.
I actually don't need to do a proportion.
Just multiply the original number by 5,280.
I would multiply the original number by 5,280. So if I had this in my calculator, just so, okay, because the more exact, the better.
I got
We started with we started with what? Square root of 34?
yeah.
That's this number, right?
Yeah.
It's actually rounding at some point for me. Times 5,280. It's that many linear feet, correct?
Yes.
And what is the cost per linear foot?
110.
So that times 110.
Very.
3, 3, 8, 6. Oh, I'm running over here. 6, 1, 7. It says to the nearest whole number. So guys, on this one, you're going to get into a rounding area and you start truncating off those decimals. And there's really no reason to. Just leave what's in your calculator. Yes, to build this road is going to cost the city over $3 million. to build what is roughly, what,
6 miles.
6
Okay.
miles.
road is roughly 6 miles of road. That's about how much it costs. So when you hear in Congress them talking about, road budgets, or when they say, why don't they fix this road? Sometimes you'll drive on roads has a lot of potholes. It costs significant money to fix roads.
Doesn't that put people to work, which in turn stimulates the economy?
Yes, but like anything, you still have to have the money to do all of that. And so sometimes it becomes a vicious cycle because they say, well, we'll have money, if we can get the people to work, then we'll have the money because we'll be able to tax them on the money that we made. There's things that they can say work, but that's kind of one of the whole arguments of politics. I'm going to move on though from the civics lesson and get back to the math lesson. But for some reason, my slate is driving me crazy, so I have to keep doing that. Okay, so solve for A and B. Give your answers as an improper fraction. I'm going to solve for A first. Does anybody know what theorem or postulate or idea or whatever we're using here? Yes.
Geometric mean.
Geometric mean, and I'm first going to use the altitude one because they give me the altitude and I'm finding part of the hypotenuse. So the geometric mean altitude theorem has the geometric mean is the altitude. It goes in position 2 and 4, 2 and 3, yes.
I can fill in the rest.
Okay, fill in the rest.
Because we're using the altitude, we use 40 and A,
Mhm.
and then it's 900 divided by 40.
So hold on, 900 equals 40A,
Yes.
and 900 divided by 40 is
22.5.